shortly I will explain what I'm doing, because probably people might be wondering what the hell is here going on. So let me put my, oh wow, a lot of cable problem. So I'm making my music a little bit down, then I'm gonna put it back up. Seems to be that cursor gonna processor think a lot today. But anyway, I publish different applications, and my strategy is, of course, I always consider that my idea is genius, whatever. Like, the problem is always with ideas. Like, we always can consider that, oh my god, I got a genius idea, now I have a perfect idea, but eventually we are not always right. So my approach, it's actually, you can see all my approach on this screen right now, that I started to do a couple of applications. Actually, it's not a couple, it's quite a lot already. And I'm just publishing those applications on stores. So what I do, how normally this is happening, I'm just like considering, okay, I have a great idea, and I need to implement it. So I'm starting to do some implementation, and then I see what was right and what was wrong, what is good and what is bad. So as I said yesterday, in just like a little intro, okay, my cat is already arrived. This means that my stream is going to be traditional stream. Just almost destroyed my microphone. This is my cat. She's gonna make circles around the, okay, no, now she just sit behind the, she's sitting just behind. Yeah, all right. So, okay, shortly saying, my strategy is that I need to develop something. I'm developing applications. I get some ideas, and I'm just guessing that this probably would be a good or bad idea. But then I need to see on the market response, what is happening. So my plan was that this game would be good one. Wow, we had like a tremendous rain. Yeah, I'm quite far away, but what I hear, it's just crazy. And it got out of nowhere and just like so unexpected. Today I was streaming from the sea. Knew it. Ciao, 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 hello. So yes, I'm just explaining what I do. After getting back to my running routine, and oh my god, how good is it to make your body move, and just amazing. Actually, probably I have here my Adidas run. I use Adidas up to, just because I have no idea. I just, oh, you can see the mustache of my cat right on camera, which is, just so you know, this is a mustache of my cat. Yeah, I forgot to finish. So today I did 15 kilometers. 15 kilometers, yeah. This is crazy, 15 kilometers. And yeah, I mean, but it's not the subject. It's just probably today you were able to see, if the one who are on Twitch, who are following me, they probably saw that I was streaming today from the morning from the sea. Sometimes I'm doing this kind of stuff. It was full of people. It was like so much people. What is going on in here? Oh, you're done. Okay, now we're going to check what Cursor did. But anyway, shortly saying about my story. And I develop applications. Normally, I am like any other person. I walk, I live my life, and out of nowhere I get those ideas that I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this idea, it would be nice, this idea would be perfect. But eventually when I implement those ideas, I see that they are not that great, some of them, but some of them are surprisingly good and people need them. So what I'm doing right now, all of those applications, the number one is reverse audio game, then goes dreidel, then go calm loop, and then screen monitor. Actually, screen monitor goes before calm loop, but I mean, it's need to be polished. So what I did, I have here Android Studio open. I did just a very, very typical screen time applications. You can probably see it in here. Wow, my cat is scared of the rain. I guess I did some kind of a very unique feature in there that I'm going to explain right now. So very typical. You have, well, it is on Ukrainian now. Let me change language to English. Okay, now it's English. Maybe there are some parts that are not working perfect, but I'm kind of like trying to find the way of application. Like I'm trying to find the way where it's more profitable for me to work so I can keep working on it. So here, for instance, is just a typical like icon, the graphs and calendar of how many different applications you can. For example, this is yesterday, right? Yesterday I used all of those applications, and it's just showing the list amount of times that I used it, and also like I'm showing in a graph. You can like see along the day. You can play around with graphs in here. Total screen time 15 hours. And well, it's 15 hours probably because I was launching some applications, some stuff, and then it was like accumulating. But anyway, there is another feature that I placed that called mood tracker. Mood tracker, oh my God, it's just, again, my idea, but probably it's not gonna work perfectly, but I have hope that it's gonna work perfectly. So basically, if I gonna go here and I'm gonna read just explanation, it says, this is a list of applications on your phone. Select which ones you want to track for mood swings. What does it mean? What is the idea of this stuff that I created? Basically, you open mood tracker inside of screen time monitor. You select the applications that you want to track your mood swings, your mood changes. Why I did this, especially for Instagram, for TikTok, for news, those are that are changing my mood drastically. For instance, I have my personal explanation about this. Yesterday, I was in a perfect mood, in the best mood I ever could imagine. I opened my Instagram and I see some kind of like another world disaster that happened to us. And I'm like, I automatically, I'm closing it. I'm like, okay, I should not have even looked on this because it's going to destroy me from inside. And then I kind of forgot about it. But then I'm walking around, doing my stuff. And then I'm like asking myself a question. Why is it so that I feel myself bad? What is going on that I have a bad mood right now? And I started to analyze myself and I realized, okay, this is actually happened after I opened Instagram. And I saw some kind of bad stuff inside that spoiled my mood. So this is kind of like not good. I know that maybe for other people it would be not Instagram, but something we need to realize that our phone is influencing our life, we want it or not, because we spend a lot of time on our phones. Emotions. Yeah, it was kind of like, it was something about like politics. I don't remember exactly even what was the part, like the piece of news that I saw, but it's provoking you, right? It's draining your energy. And now, who said this? I don't know who said this, but where your concentration of your attention is, that's where your energy goes. Like not what we want to do. So in such case, I created this functionality that I have a list, all of the applications that you can have on your phone. You mark with checkbox the ones that you want to track about mood swings, like you want to see whether those are good or bad for your mood. Why I select and not track all of them? because firstly, the functionality how I track might annoy people, and secondly, you should not track all of them. For instance, maybe messengers are not that neat because like you use them too often. Maybe photos like this, phone files, there are like way too functional one. So I don't want to change those. Yo, Trophin, yo. I thought maybe it was aliens about to grab you. Where? On the sea in Barcelona. I tried to stream yesterday, but yesterday it was raining so bad. So when it was raining yesterday, I could not hold the phone in my hand, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. And I went, even though that is just amazing. When it's raining next to the sea, the best time ever. And today it was too much. Actually, I have a video. It's me. Let me show you some of the videos that I saw. Like people reminded me today on Barcelona. We already changed the subject because of, I don't know, my ADHD tendencies, but whatever. Look at those. Look at this. Let me see. I need to see what I show you. Oh, look at this amount of people who are sitting there. All of those people are just like, oh, okay, now I realize that I'm showing too fast. But anyway, this is Barcelona beach today. This is just crazy, the amount of people. Yeah. So sometimes it's better without. Sometimes it's better without. Anyway, so yeah, that was my idea. That's what I decided to do. Once you select those list of the applications that you want to track your mood, you go and you pretty much open. Because I have majorly installed my own application on this phone. I just use my. So I click, for instance, Edit AI game. And before I open it, it's saying to me, you are about to open Edit AI. And there was some bug that the pop-up closed, which is not good. Let me try one more time. Oops, it's a demo effect. I don't know what happened. Ooh. Never happened though on real device. I tried. I tested. Okay, this is not working. Okay, let's go to calm loop. It should populate a pop-up. It's not populating pop-up. Oh my god, I'm failing my demo. Let me see if I marked it on screen time monitor. I have terrible rain there. So anyway, it's stuff like this. You're about to open screen time monitor. Let's track how it will influence your mood. What is your mood now from 0 to 5, where 0 is very bad and 5 is very good. So I will place 3. And that's all. After demo effect. Yeah, hello, alien, hello. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Actually, it's working today all day long. Let me see TikTok. I placed it on TikTok. Let me see. I have Tick 10. Oops, I uninstalled it. I need to. Also, I added the search bar. Okay, now I'm done. Yeah, well, anyway, and I tested it so much yesterday, so I hope on real device it's not. Even if it's happening on real device, I don't really care much, because if I will see that people download, I can work on it and I can improve it and I can do whatever I want, right? So basically, I saw that among all of the applications that I published, somehow people really in the market without any advertisement, like I am not doing any kind of advertisement for my applications. Screen time monitor is going quite good just by itself, by just the way how people are looking on the store. So naturally, I decided just to improve it. And what is my next step after it? My next step is finalize it. Like I made a kind of understandable UI UX. The functionality, it's pretty much decent. Everything is local. I'm not sharing, I'm not analyzing anything, because firstly, why would I want to read how other people use their phones? I'm not interested. And also, I don't want to do extra development because I'm lazy. I'm not Everything is super saved here. The only stuff that I always say, the only stuff that I'm placing is the advertisement. Otherwise, why would I do my applications, right? So I have my Android application. I already saw that it's kind of working, what I really need to do. What is the next time for me? The next step for me is, I'm closing this one, is to convert it all to Swift. And how I do it, I pick up the Kotlin stuff that I have in here, all of those. And by the way, this is very, very bad state of code, because there are probably people who used to watch me long time ago and people who are like not that much. Initially, screen time monitor was part of Calm Loop application, which is, oh, you see, now it's working. Of Calm Loop application is this application. So Calm Loop, oh no, magically now we work. So yeah, what is my mode? 3, done. And now we are opening it. So it was one more icon in here, which was called screen time tracker. And it was just like the same functionality in this application. With time, I realized that this is something that people just don't want to use that much, and somehow downloads of Calm Loop were dropped. The period of time when screen time monitor was inside of Calm Loop, I barely had 1 download per month. Like really, I don't know why, but no one would. Maybe it was too much. Maybe something is wrong. It's all like kind of studying. I saw some woman on TikTok, and she said that her approach to TikTok is to grab a lot of TikToks. She posted it, and then she just saw which one was getting more likes and views for her, and that the ones that she would like to promote, like to repeat and to continue doing this kind of style. I do the same approach for application. I'm doing stuff and I see which one are the best to keep working on those. Something is wrong in here. Okay, I'm out of Calm Loop. So anyway, this screen time monitor, I extracted it from the application and I put it as a separate part. And what does it mean? That inside of my project, there were also another game inside. There are a huge amount of stuff that I need to clean up, like images, like for instance, this image, like this, or let me see. Like, I don't know, there are those images, I'm not using them. They're from previous application. So what does it say to me? That I need to clean it up. But it's not something that I would like to work right now. And my next step is to pick up all of those Kotlin files. What I did, I copy pasted the same project, put it on my Xcode folder, and I just say to cursor to convert it to me. Here is a trick. The problem that I will have is that for screen time monitor, you need to deal a lot with permissions, because before you launch the application, you need to answer some questions like, do you want to send your push notification? Do you want to, because I'm opening this pop-up on the top of other applications, right? I want to close this whole stuff. So because I'm showing the pop-up, let me see. No, well, just a second. So because I'm showing, let's see if I open Calm Loop again, just this typical pop-ups that I said. This one, you need to have permissions to open over other applications, which is quite hard. So now cursor did its job. We converted just a whole, when I started the stream, I just said, hey, can you see that I have opened Kotlin project that called Screen Time Monitor? Can you please convert it all to Swift for all the icons that you probably now not have? just use any default, and later on I will change it. That's pretty much what I said to cursor. And somewhere here I have my Xcode open. My Xcode is here. And what do I need to do? I need to take a look on how to run it. I'm not iOS developer at all. Let me see if cursor told me something what to do. Create a new Xcode iOS Swift project and add files from iOS to it. That's what it wants me to do. We can do it. I have no problem with this. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's pretty much okay. Where's my Xcode? All right. Okay. So what I gonna do? There's some Android test. I gonna do just the simple stuff. I'm opening new folder. Oh, no. I'm opening two finders. Here is my, there is a folder where cursor was working, and I'm going to open a new finder window. I'm gonna go again to Xcode projects. I will create a new folder. I will call it screen time monitor, just without space. And as cursor told me, I'm gonna look here for iOS folder. All right, is it right? That's what you told me to do. So converted Android feature into Swift UI based on OS code. Okay, additions, notes on iOS limitation. Abuse stars and overlay pop-ups are not available without special entitlement. Okay, that I expected that this would be a problem. Purchase flows are simulated. I don't have any purchase flow. I don't know. This purchase flow are simulated. This is very bad because it's probably from Calm Loop that he picked up. Maybe we will, maybe if it's not going to convert good, maybe we will just need to start from zero, the same application. But anyway, the stuff that I was trying to explain is that my goal is to do the most profitable apps that I see on Google Play to convert them to App Store. And I did on App Store. Currently I have Reverse Audio Game, I have Calm Loop, and I have Dreidel. And I guess nothing more, if I'm not mistaken, which make total sense. That's the strategy right now that I'm taking. So that's what we have. Let's go. Screen time monitor. We will try our best. Just checking some stuff. Tracker, average mood. Okay, not bad. Let's see what it does. So we're gonna go to Xcode, file, open, and we're gonna open the same screen time that we were just populating stuff inside. Good. Okay. Oops. I don't know if you can hear this terrible stuff that like my neighbors are running on a table or something. All right. So I need to run it. Oh my god, I'm so bad with Xcode. Let me see. I'm supposed to have here the simulators and how to run it. But bum 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 bum. Okay, then I need to talk to ChatGPT. I need to talk to ChatGPT. You cannot see it. Just a second. Well, I will quickly talk to ChatGPT there, and then I will show you. Just a moment. Because I need to add a simulator to run it. Maybe it's here, but I doubt it. Nope. Just a second. We're gonna do because I don't. You know, guys, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do another stuff. All right. Don't pay attention to my wrong and chaotic desktop, but I'm going to Xcode, and I'm gonna trick it basically. So this one we're gonna write to delete, and this one we don't care, so we're gonna rename it to something blah blah, and we're gonna create a new project. That's the part, because there are for sure a bunch of documentation and like configurations that I need to do. So up next, that's the parts that I needed to create it. Product name, I'm gonna call it screen time monitor. Screen time monitor. And just a second. Great, it's created. Sorry. So I have now this screen time monitor, and now I'm gonna move all those stuff. And I need my terminal. All right, this is my terminal. What I'm gonna do? I will go to this folder. I will see what's inside. That's what I have inside. And not only, I have also views. Great. So this is everything what's inside of this folder, right? I'm just doing it to explain to cursor. So to here, I'm copying this. Meanwhile, I need to open a new project in cursor. Where is my cursor? Great. File. No. Where is this? Open, and we're gonna open screen time monitor. Open. This one we're gonna open. Great. Actually the same. Okay, it's gonna be screen for Xcode, and this is gonna be screen for. Now I'm gonna be back to. So now here I'm gonna paste this, and I will just move this all stuff into here. Great. And now I'm gonna tell to cursor. I moved to the project all these files. Please make fix it that way. So let me make it larger so that the project will be launchable. The application, and I'm giving a little bit of a context, like I'm saying, this is something that we're gonna do. Something. Pum, 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 pum. All right. Application. The application is about screen time monitor, and there are two functionalities. First one is just tracking the amount of time you spend with your app and showing to you this info in the graph. And the second is mood tracker. This is the hard part, to how to explain this whole stuff to it's a mood tracker. Actually, I can remove my headphones. I don't know, I was holding those. And the second is mood tracker, which will show you how this or that application on your phone that you use is affecting your mood, right? Okay. So, just a second. I hope is YouTube is changing my screen. I don't know if you can see, but YouTube should change the. I guess it is. I guess it's working. All right. So, affecting your mood. This should be done like on the mood tracker screen. On the mood tracker screen, we are showing to the user. I should have saved. It's a good lesson for me to save all my prompts for Android app to reuse for iOS, or just to change the way how I develop the apps. We are showing on the mood tracker screen, we are showing to the user the list of all his apps on the phone with the checkbox. User marks the apps that those apps that he would like to track. This would mean that if in screen time monitor app we have some of the applications like Instagram or TikTok marked to track the mood, we need to show a pop-up over the app every time we are opening or closing the. In universities, it should be at schools for kids. It should be a new program that's gonna teach kids how to write prompts to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence ethics, artificial intelligence prompts, artificial intelligence That's a program of school for the new generations. There is no jokes. So show a pop-up over the app every time we're opening or closing the app. That will show this pop-up. The logic, I hope, of how we calculate the points and all this logic that I described should already exist in the code files that I passed to you. Please fix all the issues and help me to run this up. Let's wait. That's all. Done. Let's see what we're gonna have. Morse Libre, what's up? How you doing, Chervinsky? Your app is out. Hello, Morse Libre. My app is not only out, several of my apps are out. You need to go and check them. All of them. All of my applications you need to check. Of course. There's quite a bit of that in university level, actually, in France. That is in school. Growing up, we had a technology course, and it taught cyber safety and coding and general computer literacy, and it was way ahead of its time and such a good idea. Gozi 4452. That's amazing. In which country it was? In my school, we have nothing about cybersecurity, but we had Pascal, Basic, HTML, stuff like this. I remember I was doing on Pascal like a black screen, and you have snowflakes animations that should fall like like this. Pretty much just like drawing snowflakes in the US. Well, no, I'm not surprised, but it's very well. I don't know how the universities are going right now, but it's very cool, right? There should be so much stuff like where is it? The Yuval Noah Harari and like who are other like everybody who are writing right now about artificial intelligence. It should be part of philosophy, part of economy, part of how we do ethics. All of this stuff. Okay, it says that it's done, but I get some error in here. Anyway, we're gonna see what we have. Okay, the build is failed. The build is failed. The build is failed. Ads remove stored. There's no purchases. Ads removed, premium stored. Sorry. This is something really bad what we do, because there should be no purchases for in the app there are no purchases at all. I will use only the add mob IDs, so you can just use add mob IDs for testing. Please remove all the possible in-app purchases. It's not because I don't want to have in-app purchases, it's just because I want to develop them now and I want to quickly launch, see the result, change, launch, change, blah, blah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna still it's showing that we are failing due to the ads in-app purchases, like remove all ads purchase. This is the functionality of Calm Loop applications that I have. That's why it's picked it up from there. Like remove. Oh, I'm writing with so much errors. But please just remove those. And gonna give him the errors that I have. And also, I'm gonna write check the screenshots of the Android app that I have. Now it's quite easy, but I just gonna populate my crazy Figma. I'm gonna just populate screenshots too. To be honest, it's quite hard for teachers. The amount of work we have to do is insane. Basic classes are really hard to teach in CS related degrees. I was kind of like, we need to we need to get computer science related stuff more romantic. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I was thinking about this today. We have history, philosophy, psychology. We can have doctors. We can have maybe even economy in some way. But there is nothing romantic about computer science. We should make it more romantic. It's somehow, like to do something that people would be like inspired more. Anyway, I'm making screenshots to pass it to cursor. I have these screenshots from Android. Where's my cat? All right, so I have this one, and I'm gonna done. No, okay, done. I'm gonna give. Come on. I also did the two translations to. Okay, this is perfect. So I'm gonna give this, and we're gonna have. In here, I struggled quite a lot to populate the real application icons, because before I was like just populating some kind of placeholder. It was very hard for me to do. And we're gonna put it this screen. Great. All right. My goal now is just to launch it and see what will work or not. That's true. Me and my colleagues are trying to creating cool projects to make students interested in it more. What kind of project? Like, I remember when I was studying for basic, I was basic. Somehow it was like the language of my young years, but it was not that much creative. It was like to make a teacher journal when you have a database of all student list, and you just put marks of the students inside. Oh, yeah, you're done. That's so easy, so fast. Or yeah, so, but in my opinion, learning C and Python the hard way forget my brain to help me find errors in the AI code faster, I guess. I'm kind of sad most students are not getting that at all. How they are doing it? White code bros, it's illegal to have VS Code in light mode. You want to change it? I changed it recently into light mode. Look on my Android Studio. In my protection, I guess I can say that. But something I was sitting just like I need to change it, because I was like discovering like the cursor stuff, and okay, I'm gonna listen to you. Where is it? I don't even know where to change it. In settings, we're gonna use light cursor dark midnight. That's probably that's life in prison. Oh my god. All right. Okay. So wait. We actually Where is my emulator? Here we go. It's here. Mm. Screen time monitor would like to send you notification. Hello. Okay. I feel like this is hard-coded data because no way today I was using 20 minutes photo Safari and other stuff. This is hard-coded. Why are you doing this? Okay, mood. Set up apps. Why do I have a feeling that this is all a big fake? Okay, I marked all of the apps, but it's all right. Okay, but I'm not complaining. Cursor did the whole application, which at least looks somehow, at least getting a hint that it's what we wanted to have. Hi, Sita here. Stumbled upon your channel. Want a wipe code on iOS podcast app? It's feasible with wipe tools from Zero Swift Skills. I have zero Swift skills, so I'm a good candidate. iOS podcast app. I don't know. It's a very dangerous question to ask online. I have no idea what to answer. Sofian Amedias, hello. You can write me maybe on, I don't know how people can write me on there are messengers in YouTube, or I don't know. Maybe, oh yeah, on Instagram. You can always write me on Instagram. By the way, your internet is slow. Hello. Really? For those who ask for her Play Store links, Sofian Amedias, I'm so sorry, but I just on Twitch, I'm not allowing anyone to share links, but I can share myself. And actually, very, very grateful for you to sharing those stuff. Let me share again. So this one, and I also have this one. I'm sharing. Also, I'm not saying this a lot, but I'm streaming always on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously. So this would mean that sometimes I'm reading messages from YouTube or from Twitch. And if I do this, I'm most likely missing some messages. Let me find my App Store. Do I have my App Store? Where's my App Store? Calm Loop App Store. What's wrong? Okay, Dreidel app. Okay, Dreidel. Whatever. I don't even have my own link. Okay. Great. Now I have it. Great. I found it all. So, and this is the App Store. This is App Store. This is another. No worries. We also spoke on Instagram once. Could be. I've shared a YouTube link in the Discord with my music art if you want to see. See it when you have time and tell me what do you think of it. Morse Libre, I will check Discord. I don't even remember that I have Discord. I'm super bad with Discord, like always. It's gonna be soon. Quite a long time since I have like the streaming platforms that I'm streaming online, right? And this is really, really bad, but I just don't know how to stream the same time, and I don't know how to check Discord. I just cannot organize. Okay, let's get back to testing what we have. Search. Do we have any search is working? So let's say Safari. All right, good. It's done. Safe. What does it mean? This means that now if I open Safari, why it's not requesting any kind of permissions for me? Now, if where is Dreidel application? This is my application that I did last December for Hanukkah. Why is it not on the list? I can still share it here if you want to listen to it. You can share, share, and I will check later on. So, not working. Screen time monitor, not working. What is this? Language, at least Ukrainian. Is it gonna work? Translation, not working. Nothing is working. Okay, so let's go one by one. I'm hiding my emulator, and we're gonna go back. You have many apps. Thank you. As I said, for people who are new, my whole approach for for this development. Do I have empty? Okay, great. I'm gonna use this screen for only just emulator. So my approach is that I have an idea, I do it. I start with Android because I'm just more comfortable. Somehow I'm more fast, way more fast on Android, and then I see the market. So I'm very disappointed. I maybe on Friday, I don't remember. Did I? So do we have like yesterday we had a stream or on Friday? Maybe yesterday we had no stream. Anyway, but Ali, yeah, I'm explaining just right now what I'm doing. So I was just sharing that these are my application on Google Play that I published, and those are my applications that I published on App Store. Dreidel, Kamloop, Reverse Audio Game. If you see those applications on App Store, this means that among all of those applications that I published, these are more profitable. That's pretty much the strategy that I'm taking. I am very surprised because in the beginning of this year, I was working very hard on the game that I called Is It AI game? Guess Real versus AI. And it was a game pretty much about that. This is my cat, by the way. Yes, so she just like to join my streams. So this is the idea that I had, and actually some kind of long time ago I did this application, which was called Guess AI, but I don't remember which, it was 2023 probably, the year. But I left it because I needed to support it and it was not the best time for me. So I did this game on Android only for now, where you need to guess. For instance, I'm showing these images and there is one image that is artificial intelligence generated. So you need to like click which one is AI, right? Then you need to go and do the same for images, video, sounds, and you need to have like, the idea is that I'm having a planet, like I made a whole story behind. I have like, when the game is started, you have like a intro tutorial that is saying that evil AI unicorn is conquering the world and you need not to allow it. And all the time when you're losing the game, the planet is turning pink. But if each time that you are guessing whether the game is, whether the images are artificial intelligence or not, the planet becomes like more green. And I did this game, or like you have different options, like two, you need to choose which one AI, or you need to choose which one. For instance, I can show you all AI and you need to find one real, or I'm having there, like, yeah, this is pretty much like what happened if you have the whole planet like conquered by AI and the whole planet like by you. And also I am playing around with sounds and videos. But the problem is there is literally no downloads for this game. And I am like, I'm willingly sharing, maybe this is my fail, because I wanted, when I was doing this application, I'm just picking up my phone to see amount of downloads that I had. For instance, yesterday, I'm pretty much sure that it would be a 0. I have 0 downloads, and in like I have around 5 downloads at all time for a month maybe. No, I'm just doing it only for myself. I kind of like it. I like to do it. If we gain any information or knowledge from it, there should be some kind of psychological studies around this, I believe. But anyway, it's my cat here. My complaint is that no one was downloading this game. This Google Play is just saying plus one, one plus. So my point here is that among all of these apps that I created, right, all of those, the top performer reverse audio game, then it goes Dreidel application for some reason, which is very, I don't know why, I have no idea why, but people download it after Hanukkah, just like, just do it. Like slowly, but they, sorry. So if it's not for fun for you, you don't do? No, of course not. Like, why would I do something that I'm not getting? It's not my main job. It's not something that I get paid. So I'm exploring the stuff, and I'm testing the market. That's what I do. So yeah, after I just naturally realized that this is top performer, and then naturally screen time monitor is getting more downloads. Well, for money. In all of my application, I of course put advertisements. I put advertisement like Calm Loop have also in-app purchases, as I just an hour ago I was saying. So yeah, but I mean, like, it's no one is paying money to me to do it. It's just like it's solo development. Building an app is an incredible skill. Hope you'll do great in future. See you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, Barali. I hope it was a very good explanation. And because I'm very, very slow with iOS development, I'm testing out this Google Play ideas, and then I pass it to App Store. But the problem is that's not of all our ideas are good, and sometimes it made me wondering, like, you sometimes you have those thoughts inside of your head when you're like, well, I have a genius idea. If only I would have more time or more money or better conditions. And when you have opportunity to implement your ideas, you probably like realize that those ideas were not that good. Is it AI? It's actually maybe a good example, because I would never imagine that people would not download it. Like, maybe it's a wrong name. Maybe I should rename the game somehow, like to call it like AI game. Maybe AI game would be better for downloads. And also I was like, screen time monitor, who is downloading screen time monitor if we already have screen time monitors inside of our phones? But apparently people are downloading. So I don't know. So what we will do now with Cursor. Great. Can you please... now I'm gonna go and fix all of those problems. Now I don't like that this one is here. Maybe I move it. Yeah. So now I will say that, great. Can you please... I will do like this. I see... Wow, my cat is... Build an app that could be useful to human in a daily life, maybe. Which one? Like, which app can be useful to humans in daily life? I'm all up to it, but I don't know this. I don't know this. This idea. I don't have it, and also we need to think about also maybe the permission stuff and stuff, like some limitation would be for sure there. For instance, now I'm doing screen time monitor, but I'm not sure if on iOS I'm actually capable to pick up those kind of permissions. I will see, but I don't know. So it's strange. It was a pretty fun game. I'm a bit sad the ending screen didn't load. The ending screen didn't load. Ending screen? You won the game? What do you mean the ending screen didn't load because you played and you won? Why if you downloaded and played this game, I cannot see your activity? Like I cannot see your download. I have like 5 downloads. I'd like to create an app to learn languages. It is based on comprehensible input. Xeno. Principles could be fun to do. Yeah, you want. Oh, I need to make it worse for you, for players. I mean, oh my god, no, there is a video. Oh damn it! It's as you see. It was you who told me that I need to make it better. I need to make it better. I need the loading of images and videos. Why? What's she doing? Okay, I'm not gonna touch her. So about the learn languages, an app to learn languages. An app to learn languages. I have a lot of questions for the app that gonna learn languages. Talking as a solo developer with almost no budget. From where will you gonna get the vocabulary test? Like not test, but like test for the students, like some questions, exercises and stuff. Or you're like know several languages and you're gonna just like yourself do it. You downloaded last stream? Maybe I missed it. How long did it took for you to learn this skill? It takes you 0 minutes to learn how to wipe code. It's literally, there is no skill in there. You just need to do. It's more take your courage to do this stuff. And maybe I guess is also not to listen to people who are constantly trying to criticize you. Because me as a person who is working in software development all my life, right now I'm not working directly with code. I used to do automation before, but to some people, especially from the field to whom I show what I do, sometimes I'm just like facing so much skepticism and so much. Eventually, I literally like so basic, but eventually I was just like, is it jealousy? Why people like for Dreidel application? I showed it randomly to my ex-colleague with whom I used to work like around 5 years ago. And he started to shame me. So first of all, I was like, are you like, why do you even think that you can say this kind of stuff to me? But secondly is also, and what you are doing, like not even with wipe coding, what you have done, what kind of effort you placed, or you just here to criticize me because it's so easy to criticize. So I find it more hard to deal with criticism rather than to gain any kind of other skill, like really. Anyway, let's continue with my prompt. Actually, I forgot about Twitch. What do we have on Twitch? We have, you need to do some ads actually. I put a lot of ads in my app. You need to do some ads. This game is good. I keep playing it. How can you keep playing it if guys, who is telling me that you playing is it AI game? I don't believe you because I literally for 1 month have 5 downloads and I see that there is no movement, no more downloads. You cannot play. You cannot play it. I have some stats from Google Play. Ads would be nice for that. You want me to put on my games more advertisement? I'm very, 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 very eager to do it. Podcasts and video. Whisper AI to make transcriptions. Podcasts and videos. Whisper AI to make transcriptions. Click and save words to an NK engineer. NGEEC, etc. probably. I have all in my head ready. Wow, I'm not sure if I understand how you want to do it. Just don't know how to create it. Maybe Wipe can help. Whisper AI to make transcriptions. You want to AI to make transcriptions. Click and save words Anki and Jean, I have all in my head. I'm not sure if I have totally understand what you want to do, but I guess that you can talk to ChatGPT about it. All of my doubts when I have for Cursor, I talk to ChatGPT. I literally have these two AI and they talk to each other. Yeah, there is a lot of AI hater who are programmers. I think they might be scared. First of all, I don't think that they should be scared because, of course, I am myself not possessing this kind of skills to do super hard, like architecture, to make super hard just by myself. There would be, they are actually in a place to do it because they know it better. But I guess it's a reality. We cannot escape it. It is something that we cannot stop. I mean, we need the whole planet destruction to stop AI from progressing. I mean, if we're already there, why not to use it? If we already in this part, like if I have it here for this AI, oh my god, this is book. Meanwhile I'm reading this book, I'm reading other books, so I'm already for 1 year trying to finish this one. Let me show you. So some paper inside is gonna fall. This, the Nexus, the typical, very popular one about artificial intelligence, but it's more like philosophical, and it's saying about how the humanity were dealing with information in a way. So for how it was with bureaucracy, how people in the tribes were dealing with like information, blah, blah. And he concluded that we need to trust each other, that the trust, it's the most important. So if we already on this stuff, we need to, instead of hating, maybe to use it more wisely. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go to continue. What I'm gonna say to Cursor right now? I'm gonna say, great, I see that you did some things, but I guess that you are hard coding. I could check it, but I'm lazy to check it. But I'm sure that that's what Cursor did. But I guess that you are hard coding the data. For instance, I see. Well, let me try. Oh, wait, where is my emulator? It's in here. So, well, firstly, I'm sure that this is it. I could search for now, but I don't know. I can play something in here. Like I'm gonna play some game. So yeah, I am just saying that I don't understand this I remember very first conversation that I met this person. I showed to him the Dreidel application, and it was actually the day when I got my 50 cents from this game. So I was like super happy. I totally understand that for some people this 50 cents, it's like nothing. But for me to make something and see that it's working, it's already telling me that this is something scalable. So I was like super happy, and I was like, oh, look, I just did this. And actually the Dreidel game, it's super interesting because I kind of like was walking and I saw that there is no Dreidel game on the market. And I was like, I just gonna do it the way how I can, and this is all videos. So I created a logic and the sequence of videos to spin around, show the proper letter and stuff like this. And I got like my first day since the application was published, and I got my 50 cents. And I'm like, and I told him, maybe I'm too naive to share my happiness with other people, right? But he was like on the level of criticism, like, oh, you wipe coded it, you have nothing to do. Like, what do you have to do? Watch Netflix? What do you have to do? Like, oh my god. Anyway, so I just we spent some time in here, and I just want to see if we have any changes in here. And of course, dreidel should appear here. So no, nothing. And actually, why is it? It's because I changed, right? So nothing. For instance, okay, I'm gonna make a screenshot. I see the list of not all the apps, and you need to use the real icons. Also, you need to ask for permissions for it, and also you need to show it on the graph. I'm sharing with you the screenshot from the iOS app that you just now did, and also Android app, how it should look. And I need to get a screenshot for where is Android. Okay, this is not the screen that we need. This, okay, I'm gonna change English. Maybe it's not working because of language. All right, and we have, let's see, in here. Perfect, this is better. All right, I'm gonna show something like this. Please fix it. What would you suggest as web code stack? Cursor, ChatGPT, Cloud Code? I don't know if you can. How can you? There is something that you can. Isn't that Cursor using ChatGPT on behind, and ChatGPT, like ChatGPT, it's like only if you copy paste code inside. GPT Claude. I never tried Claude. I know that it's super popular, but I paid for Cursor, so I'm using it. And it's not that I'm gonna pay now for any. Maybe there are trial versions, right? I need to see. Maybe I need to try. Maybe if more people would download Is It AI game, I would try to use Claude to pass it to Swift. But 50 cents, I get you. It's not the money itself, but the feeling it could work out. It's just the stuff that you did something, you published it, and you can kind of like see that someone used it, you know? Because eventually when you do something, it's very, very cool when you get feedback from other people. We are all social. We need to get like positive feedback from other people. And if you see that someone used it, but like it gives you, even if it's tiny bit, it's super cool. Yes, yeah. It's Google AI agent. Anti-gravity has a pretty good free tire. There is no limitation for me. I have, as I say, I have millions of ideas, and probably my ideas is going to be my problem, because we need to refine our ideas to know where to pay attention right now. But yeah, this 50 cents, it's just and I'm surprised that, like I say, it's still people like here and there, people downloading it. And also part for my development that I do is that I'm not doing any kind of advertisement. Like max of what I can do, I mean maximum, maybe my language so you can understand, is I have a Medium, and sometimes I'm writing the posts on Medium. My first 100 euros from Google Ads from YouTube felt like 1 million. Like 1 million. But you see, look, the only stuff that I can say is that, oh my God, this is amazing. So you did something, you get it. Just, you need to take this 100 euros and go and, I don't know, buy you a ring, or buy something for the loved ones, or take a cup of coffee and like enjoy it, you know? It's like, oh my God, like some people are just so And surprisingly, like, I don't know, maybe this, sometimes I guess that this is could be my face, because I'm kind of like always super friendly, I'm smiling, like blonde, and like and people just consider that they can, but I notice when people are toxic towards me. So oh no, 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 why do we have it, why do we have it, why, what does it even mean? This is, I have no idea. Navigation stack, screen time view. Where is my log? Okay, there's some stuff for me to tell. Okay, I have some fails in here. This, oh no, and there's my log. So eventually, I always say I had written a book, The Art Inside the Code. And in this book, I'm writing about that my father, he's a developer. And he started to be a developer in Soviet Union. And like software development was a part of my life since day one, always. And he always told me this one, always, because you can imagine that me when I was, I don't know, 7 years old, and he was trying to show me if for, like, I wanted to cry. I was like, what is that? Or when he was explaining me that everything is 0 and 1. I mean, I was like, and eventually he told me, look, I guess, what? There's some problem here. So eventually he told me the development, software, coding, it's all just for you to achieve some goal. It makes no sense to suffer over whether you know it or how you use it. The main goal is to achieve something that you want to achieve. So yeah, I don't know like why some people are just like negative, because that was the origin of coding who told me this, that the code guru. So let's see. I have something here. Maybe I need to work in here. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Wait a second, I need to get here. So pretty much, I'm pretty much sure, just from my experience already with development, is that I would need to get some kind of permissions, like, and blah blah stuff in here, but I just don't know how to do it on Xcode. Night flighter V. True that? Yes, of course, true that. I'm saying this. I'm just like this. We started to talk about the vibe coding and coding, and I was sharing again about my personal fails in coding in my applications, and we started to discuss why are some people are not friendly. Why? So that's what we were discussing. Let's see now if it's gonna work. Furquan E01. You've seen before. How are you doing? Great. We have a very terrible thunderstorm right now, and I think it's already gone. Serious programmers only wonder if it's viable. Can you scale it to big projects? That's what I was saying. Yeah. I agree, but also the part is that we were just discussing right now, that you need to have a lot of skills to. What's wrong with it? Maybe I need to now. I feel that I need to talk to ChatGPT. Why am I getting this on the which line? 6 line. Well, I'm gonna give it. It is in content view. Okay. On the line 6 in content view. You forgot me, but I remember you. You have most likely I forgot. You know, I had a. I also. I'm sorry, but I sometimes I really might forget some like names or people, but I mean, also in my protection, I need to say that some of very old people who following me for a long time, they changed their nicknames on Twitch. They go to my Twitch and they are like, "Oh, hi, how are you? You remember blah?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" No, of course I don't. I don't remember you. And then I realized who are they, because they changed their nicknames. Meanwhile, cursor is working. I will go for 1 minute very quickly to toilet, because you know we started the stream with tea drinking. I will be back in 2 minutes. Just you can vibe with cursor for a while. All right, I am back. Yeah, it's fine, but I know you're sweet. We talked so nicely. Also, I showed you my 3D portfolio. Did you change your nickname? But I'm sorry, but I really, if you want, you can show again. Can you show again, and maybe I will remember it? Sorry. Okay. Meanwhile, we have it done. Let's see. Let's see what it was doing. From charts initialization. So if he's doing chart visualization initialization, sorry, then it means that it's really trying to build a chart. This is what I want. My goal is to arrive to this view, at least. Let's see. Are we again struggling? Are we? Oh. Oh my God. No, it's still crashing. This is on the logs and it's the same. Pum. If it's crash, well, cursor is actually asking me to send the data to him. Pum 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 pum. Flutter for making iOS and Android on one, right? No, never, never tried. Maybe I should. I need to say that even the the people in my surroundings who are not in coding at all, they all were suggesting this stuff to me, and a lot of people are telling me like I understand the especially like super high gurus, they are joining my streams and they're like, why you should do this like this and this like that and this like that. I just do how I can. But I mean, we are getting those 50 cents and then we're gonna get more. So I'm I'm not stopping. Yeah, it seems pretty good, but I only tried Android. I remember. Oh, I will tell you even more right now, guys. I will tell you something. Like let me finish with this. But last year I had something amazing happen to me. I was shown on Catalan TV. They took the interview with me and they were showing my balcons because people don't know. It's still crashing. People don't know, but I do balcon illustrations. Last year I did one illustration. This year I want to do more. But basically, this web page is mine, and I did this web page. All of illustrations are mine, and the whole point is that you have this image that I did, and you drag and drop here on a Google map, and you can see where exactly this balcony is located, which is here. So there was a Catalan TV. They found me. They wanted to make an interview with me. I gave them an interview that how I do it, blah, blah stuff. I'm super proud. But what I realized that I need now to add their ability for people to purchase, because people after were asking me, oh, how can we buy it? We want to buy. And I'm like, I don't know how to buy it. Actually, you can see here that I also placed on Mandarina tree Ryan Gosling face. Well, anyway, I remember that long time ago, maybe 2016, I tried to do this web page on HTML5 and launch it on mobile. But only tried. Maybe I need to try. We're unlimited. We're limited more now with time. Them look great. Yes, and I was so worried when I had to do the interview. I was like, oh my God, how should I? And the woman who arrived, there were like one with camera and one was making an interview, and she was like, you just need to pretend like you're walking naturally in Barcelona. I was like, how to pretend? And I felt so fake. I was like walking like this, and I was like, But eventually the whole video appeared to be super, super good. Okay. Maybe I'm stuck in here. So what should I do? Oh. Mm-hmm. Just a second. I don't know how to. I need to see how to fix the stuff. So gonna pause as much as I can. So it's still crashing, and this is what I have. I'm gonna just give it all in here. but it's pretty much the same, no? Ah, you've made a camera in Portfolio. Now I remember you. Yes, to Portfolio, and today I'm gonna make an modern office interior. That's great. I remember. Yeah. Also, people, maybe new people. I know that lately I had more followers on YouTube. I used to do a lot of stuff on 3D before, and sometimes we're discussing, like on Twitch especially, I have a lot of people who used to do 3D. So yeah, I remember your perfume. It's actually great. I like in 3D the crystal stuff or possibility to make transparent crystal things. That's very cool. Please just don't crash. Don't crash. I'm sure it's gonna crash. But we will deal with it. I also learned during years that there are never something that you cannot fix. Eventually you can fix it. So maybe not today. I need to ask a couple of questions, ChatGPT. Just a minute. Just talking to ChatGPT about crashes. But this time you like the camera render. If you want to check, just search for Coin Art Station. I will eventually. I just want to deal with this. CH Vadim has followed you. Thank you so much for follow. Thank you, thank you. Is this stuff? How can I copy paste this all to cursor? How can I? Keep fixing this old stuff that I have. I'm getting annoyed. I don't want to pass it all to cursor. Just a second. I entered here on Stack Overflow. Well, I just got this, but I'm sure that it's not gonna fix anything. It's just so much. I don't want to do it all. Just okay, I can copy to you all this, but it's a lot. All right. Do you actually know programming language or no? I don't know Swift and I don't know Kotlin, so no. And here, but only tried Android. Yes, I read it. Don't worry, you never lost. I have it, hopefully. Yeah, I got it. Let's see. If no, then I'm gonna put it all to a cursor, and I don't really want to. But anyway, this is the struggles that you need to go through to eventually get your 50 cents. Didi Megadodo. Didi Megadodo, you are the one that I guess I remember from very, very, very long time ago. I guess. I'm very, very happy always to see like people from very long time on my streams. So yeah, I guess I know how to vibe code. Stack Overflow didn't help me with what I wanted to. It's not gonna fix anything, and then I would need to run it again and again and again and again. How much vibe coding is going to be rough for no coders if they don't know where and how to slap AI into the right direction? For sure. Look, Night Fighter V, I was just saying this to you, like people on YouTube, because sometimes I'm talking to people on YouTube and sometimes to people on Twitch. And yeah, like you cannot. Oh, Swiss HD, hello. Oh my god, do I have a feeling that today people from such a long time on my stream? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I agree 100%. It's hard to predict how it's gonna be. For sure, there are gonna be some no coders who would make a lot of money out of coding like this, like I do. And for sure, you cannot do any kind of a very, very big, scalable, and hard project with just the type of as I do. But I'm pretty much sure that there would be some very good ideas implemented by people who have no coding skills. That's what I'm pretty much sure about. And I guess, my guess is that it would be something very surprising. Like, it would be some kind of, I'm expecting, I just don't know when and how and what it's gonna be. But what I feel is it is going to be some kind of like very simple, easy idea that someone will implement and it's gonna explode. When I say about very easy and simple idea, it might be something like, we are so saturated on the market right now. But for instance, I don't know, the typical stuff like, I don't know, water drinker tracker, or like alarms, stuff like that. But it's gonna, people will find something that they are so much, it's gonna be something that we all need so much that everybody gonna use it, but it will be something so easy. And that's the question, who is gonna find it, who is gonna discover this stuff. But I'm sure it will happen. Like, I'm sure. We are still crashing. Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Just a second. No. Oh, no, it's still crashing. Look here. Programming is more about architectural code design. Something like that. Yeah, exactly what we were discussing today. We were discussing actually about that I showed that I had a Dreidel application that I published last December, and there were one because I worked in software development all my life. And I met my colleague from 5 years ago, and I showed to him that I published a Dreidel application, and I got my first 50 cents out of it. And his reaction was so negative. He was like, "You, you did it. You have nothing else to do. You vibe coded it." I mean, like, man, I did. Like, don't be that much scared. Like, your architectural code is all up to you. You can do it. It's no one is taking it out from you. Why would you be so negative right now about my simple Dreidel application? People celebrating Hanukkah and they still download it. Like, be happy for me. What's wrong with you? It's true. We never gonna be able to, like this solo development, do some kind of very, very hard, complicated stuff. But some people are also like oh my God, what's wrong with you? Just like, let people be. Now, if a person, woman, or I don't know, 80 years woman, haters gonna hate. Yeah, like 80 year, oh, wow, we fixed the crash. When I copy pasted the full, the full debug and the stack trace to cursor. But anyway, imagine that there is a librarian woman of 50 or 80 years old, and she's sitting in the library forever. And then she got an idea that she wants to make an application about, I don't know, social media and dating application only between people who go to library. I don't know. It's kind of like, it would be called like glasses readers. What do I want to say? Glasses readers perverts. Let's say like this. It's gonna be application that 80 years old grandma is wipe coding. But I mean, come on, let her wipe code it. It's just like when I showed to my ex-colleague that I had this Dreidel application, just why so much negativity? But he was like, gangsta granny meetup. That's amazing, yeah. So I just don't understand. Of course, I'm not sitting here to talk about architectural stuff and like super hard and how to properly. If I want to make something very, very hard and proper, I will pick up a guru of architectural stuff or some architect, and I will do it for sure. But also not some kind of stuff that I will show, because I guess people also more curious on seeing how easily you can do stuff, right? We could do so much also as a solo dev with AI tool, but really fun once you get into it, I think. I'm just saying, of course, like the people, this is about the fear of development, of developers, that, as you said, it was, who it was, Eli, no? That some developers are very scared, like, oh my God, but I was using it and now artificial intelligence is gonna take it all from me. And now I see some, I don't know, a designer, and I was sure the designer never gonna do it. And now they put this AI in Figma and they all just, like, they got a chunks of the code for me. Like what? But they never gonna be able to do some extra super complicated stuff. So I don't see any danger actually for You know what's kind of funny? A lot of people with degrees in stuff like computer science or data science are super anti-AI, and honestly, it feels like they're just coping. What do you mean by just coping? Just coping. AI can already do a big chunk of what they do, and instead of keeping up, they'd rather complain about it. I just let them cope while I focus on actually moving forward. I don't know. It depends. Actually, I know a lot, like a lot, like literally all my family is developers, like all my family. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I want to cry, but that's what I have, and I don't have anyone radical. I remember on 2023, 2024 beginning, there were radical developers who were like, no, don't wipe code, never, this is super bad. And I remember my LinkedIn was like full of like haters, like doing hater speech. But it's as I said. Firstly, we need to pay attention on the goals, what we want to achieve with it. We need to pay attention how morally we are using it, on our moral, and like smartly use it. Coping just means someone is trying to make themselves. You mean they are coping with the fact that they don't like it? Yeah, feel better about something they don't like or don't want to accept. Okay, user access. Let me see if we. Nothing happened. You just add the button and it's nothing happened. Screen time uses sample data on iOS. Set notification limits to stay mindful. Track smooth changes before and after app sessions. I mean, it's all very good for you, but it's not working. I'm happy for you, but well, you added calendar in App Store, but where is my Dreidel app? It's there for sure. Now I need to initiate Git and start like opening a branch and committing all my stuff because eventually it might be late. But what I'm gonna do, I will say, so now I'm clicking on, this is something that I need to get immediately after I launch the application, and clicking on request access, and nothing happens. Oh. So yes, and I'm just very, very surprised with, but it's not only, okay, some people, of course, super experienced and super smart and very complicated devs are for sure not gonna be eaten by artificial intelligence. But why to be toxic about this? Why? Like, I still, maybe it's my trauma, maybe it's my offense, maybe it's because I feel like I should have said something, because just like when I was sharing my first 50 cents that I got from Dreidel, maybe I should have said something. But I mean, isn't it like you should more say like, oh, well, that's great, that's good that you do something. That's the question. All right, let's see next. What do we have? Oh my God, it's almost 2 hours of streaming already. It's really fun once you get into it, I guess. I consider that we need to, I'm reading for people on Twitch, because I always repeat, I always stream on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously. So the Ellie wrote, we can do so much as a solo dev with AI tools. It's really fun once you get into it, I think. And I agree, and I guess that we need to do everything as a game. Okay, so, but it's all wrong. Well, like, and the data that you show is hard coded on the chart is loading when the chart is not loading. That's not not real data. Don't tell me. I was not using my Xcode and emulator for a month. On the list that I see, all this data is fake. Please make so that we populate a real data and real icons of others apps. We gradually going into it. Like, you just placed App Store photos. No. No, we should not do it. But we have already something. I did a mistake when I started because I created a project. I pick up Kotlin as cursor to convert Kotlin into Swift. Then I created project on Xcode, passed those files into the project of Xcode and asked cursor again to fix the changes, which is very shitty stuff that I did. I should not have done it. So I'm not even discarding that. Maybe I will start next stream all over from zero, because I don't know if it's... Well, let's see. Let's see how it's gonna go. This is not real data. Come on, why are you... Look, you need to make a real app tracker. This means that the list should show all the apps that user used during the day and at time, how much in general. And now it's still just hard-coded data for all the apps. Also, you are not showing all the apps because you just hard-coded all the stuff. And you need to populate the real apps with real app icon and real names. And I believe you would need to request, maybe this is something that I need to discuss with ChatGPT before, a special permissions from the phone user on the very beginning of the app launch. Let's see. So yes, and after that, maybe gradually I will finish my stream because I have 3 minutes left. I'm trying not to make it longer than 2 hours because we need to do other stuff also. Let me see. Guys, if you want to help me download Is It AI game and tell me what is wrong with it and why people are not downloading it, because I was so proud of it. I'm going to share links in here, just not to forget. There is no, it's all wrong. Let me uninstall it. Do you wipe code outside stream? Sometimes yes, but I never finish my application. Like, there are some stuff you cannot show online, right? I'm never showing advertisement IDs when I passed, for example, or how you need to, like, when I'm signing the applications, you should not show this kind of stuff. So of course there are polishing, and also, like, for solo developers, I always repeat it and I say that it's not only the stuff that you need to code. It's the stuff also that you need to... It's not true. I used today... Why is it saying to me this? It's also that you need to create screenshots, videos. You need to do somehow marketing. When you only start downloading the applications on stores, you need to fill in a huge amount of forms. If you use advertisement, what kind of data you track, why you track it, with whom you share, how you process. Also verifying your name. Also, if you use advertisement, you need to maintain the advertisement. There is age restrictions. You need to pick up all of your applications, see what kind of advertisement. So you need to, for instance, I have EasyAI game, and EasyAI game shows advertisements from AdMob. I need to decide which is the age I want this game to be played. Let's say kids from 13. Kids from 13 will see advertisement from AdMob. So I need to configure that this advertisement from AdMob will not advertise something that is not for kids for 13 or like 9 years old. So I need to fill in that form and this form and configure and what we need to blah blah stuff. So it's stuff that you need to do offline. There are accounts, like money stuff related, and it's all very, very, very important. So you cannot this vibe coding online is the most calm part of the whole story. So it's not working. And wait, let me see if I here set up apps. I will ask, before I do anything, I will ask ChatGPT. I will write down in here, hey, I'm not showing you ChatGPT, but I will tell you what I'm writing. Hey, I'm trying to make a screen monitor time per app tracker for iOS. And I need, this is kind of a stuff that I'm gonna do right now. Actually, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm writing down in here. It's gonna be the snake that it eats itself on the tail. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to make a prompt for me for cursor. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I vibe coded a Chrome extension and I got scared by all of the paperwork for me to publish it. And you should be very careful. Like, I mean, for instance, on Calm Loop, I got immediately, I actually can show you. I have so many thoughts on my head. For instance, you can see this is on Android. I haven't Calm Loop on iOS also, but I'm going to show you for this kind of rules. Also for advertisement, you need to be super careful, like super, super, super careful. So this is my Calm Loop application. And you can see, I'm just testing here and there stuff. So you can see here that it contains different modes and stuff. And one of the modes of Calm Loop application, it's lagging so much, there is this EMDR ball. I'm gonna pause it for now. EMDR ball has here the bar that is changing the speed of the ball. Like you see, it's moving like this. If I move here, it's gonna move slower. And if I move here, it's gonna move faster. Right? So before I got a little tiny bug for some of my of screens, right? Because Android, it's very variable it's a huge variety of devices. So on AdMob, they were testing my application. They saw that in some small devices, this bar is getting a little bit under. Oh my God, it's getting under the advertisement, something like this. And they stopped providing advertisements for Calm Loop because they consider this as a behavior that I'm forcing people to click on advertisement by slightly hiding some functionality underneath. So you need to be careful about all this stuff. Like if you consider that this is good and you need to explain and then you need to write to support. And there is a whole YouTube video about my struggle about this. Let me actually show you. That's the video that is called, just a second, I don't know, why do I see advertisement on my own channel? I see advertisement on my own channel on YouTube. Is it possible? Anyway, so this video I'm gonna share with you. This, and I got this YouTube video. This is a story how I explain that my Dreidel application on App Store got rejected 5 times. And it's not like, it's another work, it's a whole administrator work. If you do solo development, it's like, it's very hard. They were telling me that, firstly, because I was generating with ChatGPT that I pay the images for it, they found a little tiny icon. You cannot use this icon. Then it was just the stuff that they were saying, we don't like your idea. We consider your idea as not the best, not good idea. So like, you sit and you like, well, this is my idea. This is just what they want from me. I thought that this is good idea. All right, let me see. I wanted to write a prompt in ChatGPT for Cursor. Hey, I'm trying to make a screen monitor time per app tracker for iOS, and I need you to help me to write. This is literally what I do, to write a prompt for Cursor, as I'm not getting it to fix the bugs. So what I have now is a list of the hard-coded apps that Cursor just showing. But I need it to fix so that user will be asked for a real permissions to see the time spent on each application, and then show it on the list, like on the screenshot that I am sharing with you. Prompts for this, literally new high level of writing this stuff. So I did this. I need to send a screenshot to it. Where is my application on Android? So yeah, somehow, I don't know, maybe because I am Android user or what is going on, but I just really like start any kind of development on Android. And now, done. Let me see. Yeah, I should watch it. No, don't say sorry. Why you say sorry? Okay, let's go in here. I'm gonna write it like, where is my ChatGPT? Give me a prompt for Cursor, so he will do it. I already told to everyone about this. I cannot call ChatGPT or Cursor it. For me, it's he. I don't know why. I always say he. I don't know. It's very, very strange. Let's see. Here's a cursor prompt you can paste, and that will force it to stop faking a list and implement the real iOS screen time, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do just exactly what it says. We're going to do it. Let's see. Great. I don't want to read it. Just briefly implement app section, implement monitoring, implement reporting. Reporting? Okay, good reporting acceptance criteria. You are senior iOS engineer. This is interesting. I never in my life was saying you're senior iOS engineer. You know, guys, this is the power of affirmation that works even for ChatGPT. You're senior iOS developer. You're senior iOS developer. You're smart. You're rich. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work. No, don't pass me yet any current iOS structure. We're just gonna move you away. Then we will see how it's gonna work for us. Maybe I made a couple of mistakes. Maybe I should not have converted from Android, from Kotlin to Swift, the whole application. Maybe I should have started from scratch, from zero. Maybe it would be faster. Because I feel like I kind of like was staying on one spot for 2 hours, and if I would start from zero, it would be faster. But I don't know. I always struggle more with Xcode. As long as you're asking for something with clear design pattern, it seems to handle those tasks, or something that you would find on Stack Overflow, because he priorly found it on Stack Overflow. AI is more of a fancy search engine than anything. You know, I spoke long time ago, maybe 5 years ago already, when there were some conversation about artificial intelligence, and the girl, from company where I used to work, also like super long time ago, she was doing QA, and she actually told me, I don't understand, like, what is the difference? What can artificial intelligence do to me that Google cannot? Well, we can clearly see right now, but back that time, we didn't know. It was very interesting. Very, very interesting. Remember, what we have now isn't actually AI, it's closer to a statistical generator. There is a very interesting stuff that apparently all of the data engineers are learning about statistical data, that the one of co-founders of OpenAI, it was Mira Murati. And if you go on her not on her webpage, sorry, on Wikipedia about her, you're gonna see the works that she was publishing. Actually, I can show you this. There is not a problem. If I look for Mira Murati, she was a co-founder of OpenAI. She was, I don't remember what her, but chief something. So she's, what I have ever seen on Spanish. Let's do English. So Albanian American business executive. She was a developer. And if I go in here, there would be a section with her works that exactly can keep, you are talking about the language encoding creativity, which I was reading and I was like, wow, so interesting, so amazing. And unfortunately, it's hidden from our eyes. But here is kind of like she's explaining about like how is it working, how artificial, like, look where we were, which year is this, I don't know, 2022, right? So this is the images of artificial intelligence. That's her work that she did. But in the very beginning of her story, she was explaining that apparently very, very first artificial intelligence. No, why it's closed. The very, very first artificial intelligence was born long time ago on the, we will find it now, but I guess it was Evgeny Onegin, when some scientists, mathematicians, decided to statistically calculate how, like, the probability of appearing one letter after another, and by reading this statistical information, you could make words. But let me find it. The origins of predicting what word comes next has root in Russian literature. Scan the letters of this text and you will notice that 3 consonants rarely appear in a row, 4 consonants hardly ever. Russian mathematicians Andrei Markov, and there are, like, because after I was discussing with data scientists, and apparently that is heavily studied in data science, began quantifying this phenomenon in 1913 by writing out the first 20,000 letter of Alexander Pushkin novel Evgeny Onegin, converting what we intuitively know into numbers. Markov showed how the preceding letters dictate the probability of what comes next. But Markov could only compare the race of vowels and consonants. In that day, it would have been impossible to map on a graph paper all letters and their respective frequencies in relation to the rest of the text in 2 and 3 letter combinations. So it was impossible to do. But yeah, Markov, yeah. So yeah, that's exactly that. When I started to discuss it, it was exactly like, oh, Markov, exactly this reaction that I get. So yeah, and pretty much the statistical data. Yes, they can keep exactly what you are saying. But I mean, I can pass you this link. It's amazing to read. I feel like it's so interesting, like, to see, and like, wow, she published it. It's quite short. It's nothing hard or something like super, like, super like. It's not like this book. It's not. It's 10 pages, maybe even less. So after prompt, my GPT-5.2 is doing some job, but I wanted to finish the stream, but now I want to wait what we're gonna get out of it. And I feel like my Twitch stream is lagging a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not true. Scripte D Sep has followed you. Thank you so much for follow. I'm not getting any notifications when people are following me, and it's very, very sad. So I need to have 2 more follows to get 500 followers, and then I would have another 500 to go for 1,000. It was my goal that I set like maybe 2 years ago. Android, its Xcode seemed like a pain. Android is much easier in my experience and much more free. Like on Android, for instance, for testing purposes, I can easily generate APK. I pass it to me. Like my application, my applications, they have no like super value, right? So I can easily distribute APK to my friends. They're gonna test it, and there is nothing I should hide. Like if I send directly APK to my friend to try out Dreidel application, there is not a big end of the world secret inside. So this is a very, very good like flexibility. I generate APK, I pass it, they test it, and it's all good. But on Xcode, I need to go to test flight, distribute, to have all of this. Wow, before I wanted to try out with more people the Dreidel application, just as for testing, I need to invite, people need to accept, people forgot their accounts if they not work with it so much. And I'm like, this is This is too much with all these configurations that you also need to distribute the, well, there is IPA, right? That's the format for iOS apps. You can somehow distribute it, but it's easier, right, to run it through Xcode, which is, and also like all of those configurations inside, permissions, it's very hard. When I was doing the audio application, the reverse audio recording game, apparently, like when I did my first release, I realized we were testing on iOS, and I saw that like the audio is going out not through the microphone but through some, like if on headphones, and I didn't know that this is something that I should configure through Xcode. All right, is it done? Done. Let's see. After such a big prompt, what do we have? Very interesting. I'm very interested right now. Easy. I was just reading Markov and romantic Mira Murati stories, and we got a whole application meanwhile written for us. We need to get good ideas and promote good ideas. Okay. That's all what you did? That's all? That's all what you did? There is no dreidel. What? Okay, let me... Where is the garbage? Where is how to delete all of... Oh, it's here. All right. Request access. Okay, so I'm gonna copy paste this to cursor. And we're gonna screenshot it for sure, to be for sure. When I click on the request access, I got this error. Yeah, and if it's gonna work at least a bit, I would need to start to check out the branches and commit stuff. Wow, we spoke about so many different subjects today. I would to promote myself on YouTube and Twitch, I would need to make a lot of clips. That's my strategy also, because I noticed that it's very hard to record some video. It's super hard. Like, I don't know, those people who set up lights and see it. No, it's the same. Why? It's very hard, but it's way easier to just like stream online. Is that the same? Why do I have a feeling that we had some other different error? I'm still having the same error. And are we? All right. Let's see. So, talking about our previous conversation, I remember the whole manifestations against artificial intelligence art. That this was art stations, they were all posting like AI and like cross, no. So easy, I don't know. It seemed like if it's not thinking... wait. Please go through those exact checks. Most people miss one of those. Real device. This is because it's not a real device. All right. Okay, I got it. So this is because I'm on emulator. So I guess the real device gonna arrive to the next stream because it's no, it's too much for now. Anyway, I will finish the stream at this point. We have YouTube, 10 viewers, Twitch. Let me see if I can raid you somewhere from Twitch, which is raid. Where is my raid? To whom I can raid you? Blender. You want to see Blender? Pixel art and some sounds. No, I don't want it. C sharp. I don't know. I'm gonna raid you to mobile internet test, Judge and Vulkan shenanigans. Gonna raid you to some guy. His name is Coffee Lava. I really like it. I'm probably gonna follow him. This do you have an iPhone for testing? And I have an iPad. I always test on iPad, so I will. But it's probably not charged now. I need to charge it. I need to connect it. If I connect it and I stream online, I need to check that I'm not streaming anything that is not streamable. So I will not do it. And for Twitch, I'm gonna raid you guys to this Coffee Lava guy, which to me seems very, very interesting and very nice. I will raid you to him, and actually I'm gonna follow him myself because to me it seems very nice. All right. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't say bye, but oh my god, bye. I just clicked raid. Didn't say goodbye to anyone. Mwah, mwah. And guys on YouTube, I have no idea how to raid. I always say this. I don't know. Probably it's not even possible to raid in here. How to do it? I don't know. So anyway, I just will finish the stream. Also, I have X5 blah, 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 has followed me. Thank you so much. And anyway, I just gonna say to you, thanks a lot. It was productive and not productive stream because we were kind of like standing on the same spot trying to figure out how to get permissions to just get to read the applications from the phone. But anyway, mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm very happy for today's stream. Everyone, thank you so much. I will see you very, very soon. There is a huge amount of work that I need to do now for YouTube to make clips and blah, 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 blah. So, thank you all very, very much. And